Hi everyone, my name is Charu Goswami and welcome to my channel Learn with Charu. Let me introduce you to my friend. Wait. Hey guys, he talks. Listen.
Hi guys, my name is Sherry. Haha.
Isn't it strange? Can animals talk? Yes. Let me take you into the world of fables, where animals are talking to each other. Have a look.
Oh yeah, so good, so tasty. Oh, 5-second rule. Still good, still good. Yeah.
What is that? Look.
What?
It's Hedwig, Harry Potter's owl. No, not that way, over there.
Hedwig isn't real.
Yeah, he is, and he's gonna take me to Hogwarts.
Oh, this is the bestest stick, and I'm gonna love it and hug it forever and ever and ever.
Ow! Annie, are you okay? Can you tell us that you're okay? There was someone at the window, and he looked like a flamingo. Annie!
Hey, look at me, I'm a person.
Cut that out, Jerry.
Oh man, you're no fun.
Do you know what is a fable? A fable is a story which has animals as characters. It teaches a lesson or gives a moral of it. The characters of a fable may be animals, plants, and legendary creatures. When animals are used in fables, they think and talk like people even though they act like animals. For example, the lion and the mouse, the fox and the grapes, and Panchtantra. They all are the examples of fable. Today, the poem I am going to start, it is also a fable in poetic form. So first of all, let us know about the poet and the main characters of the poem. There are two main characters in the poem. Number one is the cricket. Here cricket represents people who do not think about their future. They love merrymaking and always look for enjoyment. Character number two, the ant. It represents people who are wise and bold, who can face all types of situations. They are mentally strong. They always plan for the future and live their life happily and comfortably. Now, let's understand the poem together. A silly young cricket accustomed to sing. Silly means foolish, okay? And accustomed means that you are used to something and it is not strange for you. So accustomed means that in the habit of. Okay. Now here, a silly young cricket, a foolish young cricket was in the habit of singing. Okay. He used to sing. Through the warm, sunny months of gay summer and spring. Through the warm, okay, sunny months. Sunny means having a lot of light from the sun. Okay, so that month is called, those months are called sunny months. Okay, so through the warm, when the young cricket sing, through the warm, sunny months of gay. Gay means happy. Happy summer and spring. You know, summer. Summer represents youth, happiness, whereas spring represents love, birth, growth. Okay, now here it is the literature meaning of these words, summer and spring. Summer stands for youth and happiness. Spring stands for what? Love and growth, birth. Okay, so here, through the warm sunny months of gay summer and spring, it means in such beautiful seasons, in summer season and in spring season, what cricket did? He enjoyed. Okay, a silly young cricket, he used to sing in warm sunny months of happy summer and spring. Began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter was come. And he began to complain. When he began to complain, when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter was come. You know winter season? Winter season stands for silence, death, old age, loneliness and despair. Now here, okay, though here the cricket enjoyed summer and spring season, but as winter came, he started complaining. When he found that at his home his cupboard was empty, it means that he didn't have anything to eat. Because earlier he enjoyed summer and spring season, but now as winter came, he saw that his cupboard is empty and there is nothing to eat. Not a crumb to be found. Crumb means a very small dry piece of bread. Okay, a very small fragment of bread, that is called crumb. Not a crumb to be found on the snow-covered ground. Not a flower could he see, not a leaf on a tree. Now here, the cricket, as we know that his cupboard was empty and winter season was there, so that's why he didn't find a crumb. He didn't find a small piece of bread to eat on the snow-covered ground. Not a flower could he see. Now the ground is covered with snow. Okay, and that's why, because of winter season, the whole ground is covered with snow. That's why he couldn't see a flower nor a leaf on a tree. Okay, there was not a flower, there was not a leaf on a tree. Everything was empty. Now here, the cricket became disappointed. Okay, he was despair here. Now what he said? Oh, Because of frustration, he said, "Oh, what will become, says the cricket of me." Don't you think it's too late? If he earlier kept everything in his cupboard in summer season and in spring season, instead of enjoying, if he gathered something, okay, then this thing would not happen. But here, because of frustration, now he is realizing his mistakes and he said, "Oh, what will become, says the cricket of me." Now what will become? What thing happened with me now? At last, by starvation and famine, made bold. Now here, what is the meaning of starvation and famine? Starvation and famine means a lack of food over a long period of time. Okay, a lack of food, or we can say a scarcity of food. And here famine is the synonym. Synonym means similar word of starvation. So at last, by starvation and famine, made bold. It means that his critical condition, his unfavorable circumstances made him bold, made the cricket bold. All dripping with wet and all trembling. Trembling means shaking due to cold, okay? Shaking, or we can say shivering. All dripping with wet means that he was completely drenched with snow, because winter season was there and the snow was falling outside. Because of that, the cricket, he was completely wet, and because he was wet, that's why he was trembling, he was shivering due to cold. Away he set off to a miserly. Now here, what is the meaning of miserly? You know miser person? A miser person is someone who hoards his or her own wealth and doesn't share or spend any of it. You know, tight-fisted person who doesn't want to share anything, right? So here, miserly. And why the poet has used this adjective for the ant? Generally, miserly is used for negative connotation, but here the poet used it in a positive way. Because here poet wants to say that being a miserly ant is much better than being a silly young cricket, right? So that's why he said the ant, miserly ant. So what he said, that because he was trembling with cold and he was dripping with wet, now he set off to a miserly ant to see if, to keep him alive, he would grant. Grant means he would give. Who would give? Ant. Okay, now here he stands for the ant. So he set off to a miserly means he went to the miserly ant to see if, to keep him alive. It means that he went to miserly ant with the hope he would grant him shelter from rain and a mouthful of grain. He wished only to borrow. Borrow means to take something from somebody that you intend to give back. Okay, and lend, lend, to give somebody money. Okay, so lend is an antonym of borrow. Antonym means opposite. Okay, so he wished only to borrow. Borrow means to take something from someone. He wished to take something from the ant. He would repay it tomorrow. If not, he must die of starvation and sorrow. Sorrow means pain. Okay. Now here, the cricket went to ant with the hope. Okay. He thought that he should go to the miserly ant. So what he said, that by looking at the condition of the cricket, so he would grant him shelter from rain and a mouthful of grain. Now what is the meaning of mouthful? The amount of food that you can put in your mouth at one time. Okay. Now here, what the cricket needed from the ant? He wanted a shelter, okay, and a mouthful of grain. And what he wished? He wished only to borrow. Okay, the cricket wished only to borrow, only to take shelter and mouthful of grain from the ant, and he would repay it tomorrow. Okay, and he thought that he would repay it. It means what? In the summer and spring season, the cricket, he did not construct his shelter also. Okay, and now winter season is there, so where he stay? So that's why he went to the ant with that hope. If not, he must die of starvation and sorrow. And if ant will not give him shelter and food, then he must die of starvation and sorrow. I told you starvation, scarcity of food, with that and with pain, the cricket, he would die. Says the ant to the cricket, I am your servant and friend, but we ants never borrow, we ants never lend. Now here, ants knew that the cricket, he was making a false promise. She knew that cricket is very lazy and he would never repay. Okay, so that's why after listening to the cricket, the ant replied that it considered itself to servant, okay, as well as a friend. And she said, I will serve you, I will help you like a friend, but we ants have one policy, that we neither borrow nor we lend. Okay, she said, but we ants never borrow, we ants never lend. Borrow, I told you, to take something from someone, and lend means to give somebody money or something, right? So here ant knew that cricket, he would never return food and shelter back to the ants. So that's why ant indirectly denied the cricket. He refused to help the cricket. But tell me, dear cricket, did you lay nothing by when the weather was warm? Quoth the cricket, not I. But tell me, dear cricket, now very politely, okay, the ant asked to the cricket that did you lay nothing by? Lay nothing by means to save something for future. Now the ant asked the cricket that did you save something for the future when the weather was warm? Quoth the cricket. Now we can also pronounce it quoth and cough. Okay, we can pronounce it like this. And quoth means what? Said. S-A-I-D. Okay, quoth means said the cricket, not I. It means he didn't save anything for the future. The cricket denied this. My heart was so light that I sang day and night, for all nature looked gay. Now here what the cricket said, that he did not save anything for the future. And he said that time when the summer season and the spring season was there, my heart was so light. Okay, so light means it was very happy. I was very happy that time that I sang day and night. I spent my days by singing day and night. For all nature looked gay, because that time nature looked gay, nature looked happy. So that's why I spent my day and night by singing, singing and singing. You sang, sir. You say, go then, says the ant, and dance the winter away. Now here the ant is talking to the cricket in a sarcastic way. Okay, you know sarcasm? Sarcastic? It means that it is a very sharp and bitter expression or remark that clearly mean the opposite of what you say. For example, in the classroom, if any student has not completed his work, then what the teacher says? Teacher says, okay, you have not completed your work. Very good. Keep it up. It means here the teacher is using sarcasm. How we pronounce this word? Sarcasm, right? So here also the ant, the miserly ant, the smart ant is taunting the cricket. Okay? What he said to him? That you sang, sir, you say. That you sang, you wasted your time in the summer season. Go then, says the ant, and dance the winter away. Just as you wasted your time in the summer season, just like that you go and enjoy the winter also. Indirectly, the ant, he was pulling the leg of the cricket. Thus ending, he hastily lifted the wicket. Hastily means quickly. Lifted the wicket means to give an end to the conversation. So at the end, he hastily, the ant quickly lifted the wicket, ended the conversation. How the ant ended the conversation? And out of the door turned the poor little cricket. The poor little cricket. How the ant ended the conversation? The ant ended the conversation by kicking the cricket out of his house. Okay, Now here the condition of the poor little cricket is miserable. Okay? Because he came to the ant with the hope. He thought that the ant would help him and gave him shelter and food to eat. But the smart ant refused him indirectly. Do you know why the ant refused him? Because the ant wanted to teach him a lesson of life. So here the ants, they are correct at their part. So at the ant, he hastily lifted the wicket. The ant quickly ended the conversation and the ant says to him that he kept enjoying during the summer and should do same now in the winter, and kicks him out of his house. Fox call this a fable. I will warrant it true. Fox means people in general, okay? And I will warrant. Warrant means give a guarantee. Okay, I promise, I give a guarantee that some crickets have 4 legs and some have 2. This is the very important line. Okay, now what the poet is saying here, actually he wanted to give us a message. Fox called this a fable, that people in general, okay, call it a fable. Fable, I told you, a story which has animals as character that conveys a moral, right? So people in general call it a fable, call it a story. I will warrant it true. Now poet is here taking a guarantee. What he said? That I promise, I give a guarantee, it is true. It's not a story, but it is true in real life. He said, it is very true and it is known that there are insects like crickets who have 4 legs. But there are also crickets who have 2 legs. Okay, now what he said? I take guarantee that some crickets have 4 legs. There are crickets, those who are having 4 legs, and some have 2. And who are these crickets? Those who are having 2 legs. This phrase, okay, is symbolized to the human beings. Okay, this phrase is symbolized to the human beings. Now here the poet is talking about the human beings. So, what is your opinion of the ant's principles? I think they are right at their part. Those who do not think ahead can never succeed in life. And if they are helped again and again, they will never learn a lesson. If we did not work hard today, we cannot have a happy life tomorrow. Here the ant gives a very important lesson of life, that careful planning is essential for everyone and it ensures a secure future. We should not be like cricket, but we should be like ants who plan and save for the future. You are allowed to be happy in the present, but you must not forget to plan for the future also. If we want to get success tomorrow, we have to start working today. Personification. When human characteristics are given to animals or non-living things, it is called personification. In this poem, the ant and the cricket both are personified because in the poem they are talking and thinking like humans. It is the indirect and hidden comparison between two things. For example, in the phrase, some crickets have 4 legs, some have 2. Here, the poet compares the lazy and careless people with the silly cricket. Alliteration is also used here. Alliteration, it is a term to describe a literary device in which a series of words begin with the same consonant sound. For example, when the weather was warm. Now you can see when the weather W and was W is repeating, right? So here alliteration is noteworthy in the phrase with the repetition of W, right? Hey, you can also find the alliteration in the poem and write down in the comment section. Now it's a time for the word meanings. Have a quick look. I hope that you liked this poem. Would you like to apply the strategy of ants in your life? Yes or no? Eagerly waiting for a response. Till then, keep watching my videos and keep learning.